Okay, welcome back to the next episode of Canadian Connection Podcast. We are at Eau Claire Mall and joined today with Tony Esteves. Tony, how are you today?
Fantastic, thanks very much.
So you are a circus performer based out of Calgary, and you are undertaking a pretty, I'd say, fascinating initiative within Calgary. Can you elaborate on a little bit of what you're doing and how you got into it?
So yeah, I started this thing called Talk to More People, which is a project to inspire and encourage people to have more face-to-face conversations, just to unveil the phenomenal potential in doing that.
But how did the whole project get started in the first place? What was it that sparked you to get this thing going?
I suppose I have to attribute some of it to my late father.
Okay.
My father's a Portuguese immigrant to Canada, died a couple of years ago, unfortunately, and he was the heart of the neighborhood. Like, he would speak to anybody on the street, and he would address them by name, but not usually the correct name. And very European, super Portuguese, and very friendly and gregarious, and helped create a sense of community by just welcoming anyone to the front yard or the workshop or whatever. And I found that to be really, I just grew up with that.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's always been a part of my approach to traveling and meeting people, is just talk to anybody. And I sort of thought there's something to this. So before going to do some work in Europe this spring, I launched this 30-day challenge of meeting a new person every day for a month. And then it turned out to now become a one-year challenge.
So you just stop anyone on the streets, chat with them for about 10, 15 minutes, and that's your meeting for the day?
Well, it depends. I tend to track people down in coffee shops quite a bit, or places where there's not. The streets is actually quite rare because people are moving, and they got to get places.
Yeah.
But some place where people are sitting and they might have a minute to. You're not invading too much.
Right.
Is where most of my encounters have happened. Yeah.
Now, you've been doing this for how many months now?
Just a little over 6 months.
6 months. So what would you say has been the benefits you've noticed from pre-Tony doing Talk to More People to you now?
Yeah, well, quite a few, I'd say. Most importantly, I've met some absolutely incredible people. And really amazing people have come into my life. Amazing ideas have come into my life. I've taken new actions around health and wellness, even fitness, because of doing this. I've traveled to a country I wasn't planning to travel to as a result of this, which was kind of awesome. And there's been a lot of really great benefits.
So if people checking out the podcast on YouTube want to check you out, how can they go about doing that?
Yeah, you can look up just the good old @ symbol, Talk to More People. Plug that into any of the social stuff. I'm keeping the main blog for it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
And it's like Talk to More People, talk and the number 2, more people, all squished together, one word, and you'll find my smiling face, my website, and all kinds of good stuff.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for doing this, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing a lot more of you in the near future.